Undergoing firearms training might seem like an intimidating process if you are not familiar with the mechanical and safety aspects of operating a weapon. Well, who better to help than former law enforcement? The specialists at U.S. Tactical American Security, or USTAS, the consulting, they have the distinction of having real-life prior experience in the field. Now, this is a part of what makes the information that they have to share with you so effective and valuable. Joining us this afternoon to talk about that very thing is Evan Avnet. Evan is the operations manager at USTAST. I'm trying to make sure that I get it.
USTASC.
Yes. So tell me, why is it so good for someone who has prior experience in the field
Sure.
to share that with a new student?
So the biggest thing is, I mean, obviously, you want your firearms instructors to be creditable, right? Credible. And having said that, they should have direct law enforcement experience on the street locally, because they know how the laws are enforced, especially when it comes down to firearms arrests.
Right. So laws concerning carry, when you
where
can,
liability, exactly. Yep.
Okay. So, but that's not the only thing that you do. You and I we were talking in the hallway a little bit.
Sure.
We were talking in the hallway about you also do consulting. What kind of consulting do you do?
We do. So we do security consulting for hospitals, schools, neighborhoods. We do a lot of different things in terms of how they can improve their security. We look at cameras, access control, frequency of security patrols, so on and so forth. We also do armed and unarmed security officers, and we do a lot of private detective work. So a lot of private investigation for insurance companies, private parties, and additionally other entities that need investigative work.
So when you say you also provide security, these are your people.
They are. Yeah. You can either get armed or unarmed security officers through us. Yep.
And you trust them? You've vetted them?
Absolutely. So we have an intensive training program for our armed security officers. They go qualify every quarter. We run them on simulators. We do force-on-force training utilizing what's called simunitions. It's a simulated firearms round. We go over laws and criminal law and civil liability with these guys. So they get a lot of training, both in classroom and on-site training.
Okay, so we can hire them through you, and tell me more about consulting. When you said, for instance, a school comes to you,
sure,
and they want to know how they can improve their security. What kind of things would you talk to them about?
So, we would look at where their access points are, what happens if there's an active shooter, how to respond to an active shooter.
And I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but when you say access points, you mean dumb it down for me.
Sure.
A way in and a way out.
Right. So entry and egress, both through doors, parking lots, where the scanning points are for people that's coming into the facility,
right.
What type of security response they have to any incidents in progress, whether that be a police officer, whether that be their own security if it's a private school, and how to react to incidents in progress, and what their security observation on site for that is. So where the cameras are placed, and who's monitoring those cameras, and how to access those cameras, and what their security outlay is in terms of policies and procedures.
The world has changed, hasn't it?
It has. And we're not saying that everybody's got to be on the edge of their seat constantly worrying about everything, but the bottom line is there's a tendency in psychology. It's called Maslow's hierarchy of needs. The bottom is food, air, water, right? And the second of that is security, because without security, the rest of it is moot, right? So you have to be security, and you have to have security in your life.
I didn't mean to blow right past it. You have prior law experience.
I do, yes. I was a law enforcement officer for 15 years, yeah.
Any stories you can share?
Got a lot of stories. None that
Something would take the rest of the show, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's probably keep that. We'll talk that between us.
We'll talk in the hallway again.
Sure, absolutely.
Evan Avnet, who is with USTASC, with all the answers that we need for the security. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jimmy.
For talking to us this afternoon.